The late Cretaceous forests of North America are dense and humid, filled with the calls of birds, insects, and distant predators. Among the ferns and conifers, a low, armored form moves slowly but with undeniable presence. This is Ankylosaurus magniventrus, the fused lizard, a dinosaur so heavily armored that it was practically a living fortress, impervious to most predators. The name Ankylosaurus comes from the Greek ankylos, fused or stiff, and sauros, lizard, referring to the creature's fused bony plates that covered its back, neck, and tail. It was first described in 1908 by American paleontologists Barnum Brown and Henry Fairfield Osborn, based on fossils discovered in the Hell Creek Formation of Montana, United States. Its iconic armor made Ankylosaurus one of the most instantly recognizable dinosaurs in the world. Ankylosaurus lived approximately 68 to 66 million years ago, during the late Cretaceous period, sharing its environment with Triceratops, Edmontosaurus, and towering predators like Tyrannosaurus rex. Its defensive adaptations were unparalleled. Rows of thick osteoderms, bony plates, fused into its skin, spikes along the sides, and a massive club at the end of its tail. Together, these features created a living shield capable of deterring even the largest carnivores. This dinosaur measured up to 10 meters, 33 feet, in length, and weighed roughly 6 tons, with a low-slung, broad body ideal for stability and defense. Its skull was flat, triangular, and protected by additional bony armor, with small peg-shaped teeth suited for slicing through tough vegetation. Its limbs were short but powerful, supporting its heavy frame while allowing slow, deliberate movement across the forest floor. The tail club is perhaps its most famous weapon. Composed of fused vertebrae and thick bony mass at the tip, it could swing with astonishing force, potentially breaking bones or dissuading predators from attacking. Paleontologists estimate that a single strike could have delivered thousands of newtons of force, a deadly reminder that size and protection alone do not guarantee survival. Ankylosaurus combined defense with active deterrence. Its temperament was likely calm and deliberate. It relied on armor for protection rather than aggression, foraging through low-lying plants and ferns. When threatened, it could brace itself, raise its body slightly and swing its tail, a combination of passive and active defense that made it nearly untouchable in its environment. Despite its bulk and defensive features, Ankylosaurus was intelligent enough to navigate complex terrain, maintain awareness of predators, and coordinate movements if in small family groups. Its sensory perception, especially smell and sight, allowed it to detect threats from a distance while continuing to feed or migrate. Life for Ankylosaurus was largely centered on foraging, defense, and survival. It moved slowly through dense forests and floodplains, grazing on low-growing plants, ferns, and cycads. Its specialized teeth and strong jaws allowed it to process tough vegetation efficiently, making it a highly effective herbivore despite its heavily armored body. Socially, Ankylosaurus may have lived in small family groups or traveled alone. Fossil evidence does not suggest massive herds, but juveniles likely stayed near adults for protection. Its armor provided safety, while the tail club served as both a weapon and a tool for signaling. The dinosaur could swing its tail in display to warn rivals or deter predators, creating an intimidating visual effect that communicated strength and dominance. Its defensive strategies were sophisticated. When confronted by predators such as Tyrannosaurus rex, Ankylosaurus could brace its limbs, lower its body, and use the tail club to strike at the legs or skull of an attacker. The spiked armor along its flanks and back made bites painful or ineffective, further discouraging attacks. This combination of passive and active defense made Ankylosaurus one of the most formidable dinosaurs in its ecosystem. Ankylosaurus's intelligence allowed it to balance feeding, vigilance, and movement efficiently. It had keen senses of smell and vision, helping it detect approaching predators or locate food sources. Its brain, though small relative to body size, was sufficient to coordinate these complex behaviors, ensuring its survival in a world filled with dangerous carnivores. Its daily life revolved around feeding and moving safely through the landscape. Slow, deliberate steps were punctuated by moments of alertness, scanning for threats and using its tail clubbed defensively if necessary. Fossilized trackways show careful, measured movement, an armored giant navigating its environment with both strength and awareness. In the Cretaceous forests, Ankylosaurus played an important ecological role. By feeding on dense vegetation, it shaped plant growth patterns, created pathways for smaller animals, and influenced the structure of its ecosystem. Its presence maintained balance between flora and fauna, demonstrating that even the slowest dinosaurs could be powerful agents of environmental change. The life cycle of Ankylosaurus began with eggs carefully laid in shallow nests, likely in soft soil or sand. While direct evidence is scarce, related Ankylosaur species suggest that parents may have provided some protection for the eggs, using their size and vigilance to shield their young from predators. Hatchlings were small, weighing only a few kilograms, yet already equipped with the early forms of armor and the instinct to follow adults. Growth was gradual but steady. As juveniles matured, their osteoderms, bony plates, and tail club developed fully, giving them the defensive adaptations necessary to survive in a world dominated by Tyrannosaurus rex and other large predators. By adulthood, Ankylosaurus had become a walking fortress, nearly impervious to attack. Ankylosaurus lived during the late Cretaceous, approximately 68 to 66 million years ago, in what is now North America, particularly Montana, Alberta, and Wyoming. Fossils discovered in the Hell Creek Formation have provided some of the most complete skeletons, allowing scientists to reconstruct its armor, tail, and overall body plan with remarkable accuracy. Its fossils were first described by Barnum Brown in 1908, providing a window into one of the most heavily armored dinosaurs ever discovered. These discoveries showed a creature that combined defense, adaptability, and ecological impact, reshaping how we view herbivorous dinosaurs. Ankylosaurus was not just a passive plant eater. It was a guardian of survival, equipped with weapons and armor that allowed it to thrive alongside the largest carnivores of its time. Picture the late Cretaceous plains at dusk. The forest floor rustles under low ferns, and a massive Ankylosaurus moves slowly across the landscape. Its tail swings in measured arcs, spiked armor glinting in the fading sunlight. A nearby predator approaches, but the sight of the armored giant and the threat of its tail club are enough to deter it. Ankylosaurus continues its steady march, grazing calmly, a living fortress and a symbol of evolution's brilliance. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, leave your like, comment what you like the most, and share it with someone who needs to hear this too.